Hi guys, so I wanted to give a quick update on what's going on. So right now I am in Chicago because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow because I've been still having some issues with my familial hemiplegia and some dizziness and seizures. So my neurologist here in Chicago suggested I come here. So that's what we did. And at the appointment, she's going to be discussing whether she thinks I should be admitted or not for further treatment. So that's what we're doing right now. So that's tomorrow. We were able to fly round trip via Miracle Flights, which, if you haven't heard of them, they are awesome. They are a company who helps low-income families who need medical necessary flights fly free of charge round trip if you get approved. So I'm going to link them below and tag them, but just personally to Miracle Flights, thank you so much for doing this for us. This has been a huge burden lifted and help because we're already struggling financially with medical bills and things like that, and I'm still waiting for disability to be approved. So that was a huge encouragement. So thank you so much for doing that. So the appointment tomorrow is basically going to be talking with my neurologist about, like I said, the seizures, the familial hemiplegia, the vestibular attacks with the dizziness, and I've also been getting like some jerking in my muscles, some like signs of ataxia. I'm not sure. That's another thing we're going to be addressing. So all of that is what we're doing tomorrow, and then they'll be determining whether I get admitted or not. And I have such mixed feelings right now on whether I'm being admitted, because part of me is like, I don't want to, because I know it's just a pain having to go through treatment and testing and all that crap and having to stay in a hospital. But at the same time, I need the help. And I don't want to have to go through all this trip for nothing, if that makes sense. And then I also put off school because of this trip. So I don't want to be for a waste. I hope that makes sense. I know a lot of people might not understand, but that's kind of my viewpoint right now. So this was Ollie's first trip on the plane, and I'm going to try to upload some videos. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it exactly, of either like prepping for a flight and then what to do at the flight, or just a whole collab, or just tuck bits and pieces in this video. I'll see. But spoiler alert, he did really well. He did fantastic. I was really proud of him. I just really was nervous about with like TSA and things like that. I guess kind of with like prepping wise, I took him to the airport to practice, do a like practice run through with my caregiver, and then I also had a TSA guy do a fake pat down on him, just to give that mimic of a pat down, just in case that happened, and it did have to happen, so that worked out great. Just so he's already used to it, and it's something new, and doesn't get scared, but he was totally chill through the whole thing. I was really proud of him. I withheld his breakfast that morning and water until we got off the plane. Now, our plane flight in total was about 2 hours. Like, we had a connecting flight, but, like, total time was 2 hours. So it's not that long. but I was feeding, like, hand feeding treats and everything like that, so it wasn't starving. And to help with his ears during takeoff and landing, I gave him an antler to chew on, and that seemed to help. He didn't seem to have any problem with any of that. He was super chill the whole time, slept at my feet. We got bulkhead seating because we told the airport ahead of time, which is one thing you want to make sure you do, is tell the airport ahead of time that you're traveling with a service dog. So because of the wheelchair and Ollie, because he's also a bigger service dog, we got bulkhead seating, which was an awesome answer to prayer and just worked out really nice. You do want to make sure you practice a tuck, which I will link, also put in this video. And basically what a tuck is they want to, like, go underneath the seats, or at least in front of the seats, underneath your feet, so that they're out of the way, and try to make them as small as possible to keep them out of the way for other people. So anyway, he did really well. I was really proud of him. The only time we had a issue was with another dog that passed, and he barked once, and it wasn't aggressive, it was just like, hi, and I was like, no, just gave a little quick tug on his collar. He was fine after that. But he was super friendly, super sweet, super chill. I did soak some little milk bones in CBD oil, and that really helped him, I think, stay chill through the flight itself. It didn't make him so drowsy to where he couldn't walk, or he didn't want to walk when we had to get off the plane, but it helped relax him and let him sleep on the plane. So yeah, it was a really positive experience. I'm glad the coming up here part is over. So we're staying at my friend's, she's helping me as my caregiver, her aunt and uncle's house right now. So that's where I am. That's why it's a little different looking. And then depending on tomorrow is when we'll decide, my doctor will decide whether I get admitted or not. So I don't know what they'll say. From what I've talked to my doctors, I'm thinking they probably will. But like I said, I have mixed thoughts on it, and God knows what's going to happen, and I'm leaving it up in his hands, and I'm too tired to worry about it. But if I'm a little out of it right now, I just came downstairs from dinner, and I was just really, really dizzy. Just out of it. Oh, the one thing that Ollie did alert with when we were out was my heart rate, and I forgot to take my heart meds. I know, shame on me. I'm horrible at remembering. Even though I set alarms on my phone, I'm still awful at remembering, but he alerted me, and we were able to take care of that, so I was okay. But, anyway, I just am really dizzy and tired and drained. I slept on the car ride here. Thankfully, a friend of ours is going to drive us to our doctor's appointment tomorrow, which is another blessing. It's just, God has been working out one thing after another, and it's been such an encouragement, and even being able to stay here was a blessing, and them allowing Ollie to come with me and everything like that. And so I know this is God's will for me to be here because he's working everything out. The one thing that didn't happen that I wish would have happened, I'm annoyed at, is I got Ollie his new harness, his new service dog harness, that's special to help me with bracing and balance and things like that, because I've been having more issues with that. I ordered it a month in advance. It didn't come in, and I was really upset about that. But again, God knows why that didn't come in. It's probably going to be more hectic to take it on and off, and he probably wouldn't have been used to it and all that. It was probably a good thing that didn't happen. So anyway, I'm going to try to do, I have a plan to do a gear haul, because he got his new harness and saddlebags and a bunch of new cute patches that I cannot wait to show you guys. I'm so excited. They're adorable. But anyway, that's kind of what's going on here to give you guys an update. Pelvic pain wise, it's been up and down. And really, they can't do anything. Except manage pain in a controlled way and not, to where it's harmful and can be as least addictive as possible. That's where I was trying to get my brain. Ugh. I was gonna wait to film this video, but then I was like, you know what? It's quiet for the most part. I have everything running in my head of what's going on. Maybe if I get it out in a video, that'll help. And I also wanted to give you guys an update if and when before I go to the hospital. So, anyway, that's kind of my update for you guys there. So yeah, pelvic pain is still the same. Trying to manage as best as I can. Have good days, have bad days. What can you do? Nausea and vomiting is under control for the most part. I still have occasional bad days, but they're not as bad as they used to be. So that's nice. So right now, it's just kind of maintain. I finished aquatic physical therapy. It helped to an extent. I don't think it helped make a long-term impact. I think it was like after one session, it was helpful. You know what I mean? Like, it helped relax those muscles and my pelvis, so that was helpful. With my left side, it helped strengthen those muscles that day. But then kind of after that, if I had another attack, it kind of reset me back at square one. So it's frustrating. I'm like, do I just keep doing that on my own? I don't know. You know the spoon theory? Where do I want to spend these spoons? Do I want to spend it doing physical therapy all the time? Or do I want to spend it doing something I enjoy? And I know it's probably good for me, and so it's hard to find that balance of things that are good for me and things I enjoy, because it feels like most of the things I spend my time on is things that I need to do, like doctor's appointment, like health-wise stuff. It's things I need to do. Anyway, that's a whole nother rant that we are not getting into. Anyway, so that's just an update for you guys. I'll try to keep you posted, if or when I am admitted in the hospital. I'll do another video with my caregiver, Sally, just to talk about being in the hospital, what it's like, how to prep, things like that. But I hope all of you are doing okay and that you all are staying chronically strong. Alright, love you guys. Bye.